Terrifying story from Uncle Ali, a man now 85 years old. He swears it really happened to him when he was only 18. Back then he worked on a massive farm, about 150 acres of fruit trees. The land was divided, some for mango, some for lemons, some for tangerines. The trees were already 25 years old, tall and dense, forming a dark forest where, at night, you couldn't even see your own hand in front of your face. There were no streetlights, no electricity, just pitch-black silence. Uncle Ali was responsible for 25 acres of the farm. He had agreed to cultivate it on profit sharing with the landowner, but irrigation was a huge challenge. There was only one giant water pump to flood all 150 acres. One fateful night, the pump broke during the day and was only repaired by evening. That meant Uncle Ali had no choice but to irrigate at night, or else his crops would be ruined. He fueled the pump, grabbed his axe, and entered the orchard under total darkness. He could not see the water flow, so he had to feel it with his feet and move his axe from one irrigation channel to another. The deeper he went into the orchard, the heavier the silence became. Midnight passed, and then he started hearing strange rustling sounds among the trees. At first, he told himself it was just his imagination. But then, the axe he had placed down kept moving from its spot, as if someone else was picking it up. Moments later, the wind began to howl fiercely between the tightly packed trees, impossible under normal conditions, since the orchard blocked all air. His fear grew, but he kept working, and then he saw it. Sitting high on a lemon tree branch was a dark figure. Its arms and legs were unnaturally long, dangling into the water. Every time it struck the water with its foot, the entire channel shook violently as if the earth itself trembled. Uncle Ali froze in terror. He couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The figure disappeared, only to reappear on another tree, then another, always above him, always striking the water. The splashes echoed through the night, but when Uncle Ali touched the soil, it was bone dry. The water he thought he saw was nothing but an illusion. Then things became worse. He heard the cries of children. Suddenly, dozens of small, shadowy figures appeared, chasing him between the trees, some tall, some short, all screaming and weeping as they ran after him. Uncle Ali's knees shook, his whole body trembling, but he could not leave the pump running unattended. He forced himself to continue. But then it happened. He felt something soft brush his shoulders. Long, heavy hair, a woman's hair, falling all the way from above him, covering his back. He looked up, and there she was, a tall, ghostly woman hovering above him. Around her, the shadowy children screamed louder. He begged her, "If you are a Jinn, leave me. If you are human, forgive me. I'm poor. I have nothing here but this land. Spare me." Then a deep, monstrous voice thundered around him. "Why have you entered my land at this time? Every strike of your water is hurting my children. Leave this place, or you will never leave alive." Terrified, Uncle Ali swore he meant no harm. Then the woman's soft voice whispered from above, "Go. You have 10 minutes. If I ever see you here at night again, you won't survive." That was all he needed. He ran, stumbling through the orchard, thorns cutting his hands, his legs bleeding. He didn't care. He just wanted to escape. At some point, he collapsed on the path outside the orchard. When he awoke at sunrise, his body was covered in blood, his clothes torn, but the pump was still running, flooding the fields. From that night on, Uncle Ali abandoned the land. He never farmed again. For years, he suffered nightmares of the woman, the children, the voice, and to this day he warns, we are not alone. This world is shared with beings beyond our sight. Pray to God for protection, and never doubt that the unseen exists.